Johnson had the tournament on his putter and lost it to Jordan Spieth. If you could talk to Dustin Johnson, what would you say to him?
Oh, I'm sorry about what happened. I felt bad for DJ that 18 went that way, but I don't think there's any more deserving guy in golf than Justin Spieth to be in the position he's in right now. He's earned it 100%. He's amazing to watch. He's so easy to root for. You gotta love him, and I love seeing what's happening with him right now.
Yeah, future of golf. Wins the Masters, wins the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll surpass Rory McIlroy at some point as like the next big thing?
Well, I love Rory, and it's easy to root for Rory too. He's great. There's just a lot of awesome young guys in golf that are show great potential and in moments of greatness. But when you see what's happened with Jordan, it's even more so remarkable. And he's so young. He's so very humble. He's so at the same time secure, confident. He's so evolved. He's and like I said, it really is easy to root for this guy, and we all love a true champion, and that's what he is,
That's great to call him evolved. We don't hear that very often when speaking about a professional athlete. I mentioned you're in 2 sequels that are out right now. Ted 2, what's it like being back on the set of that movie, because this is someone in Seth MacFarlane, and you have so many friends who are on set?
Oh, it's a blast. It was a blast to be there. It was a blast to get to work in Boston when it was just beautiful, beautiful, perfect weather. And then we split, and then that harsh winter came in. So it felt very, very, very blessed we were there at the right time of the year. And I love the city. But it's not work, when you get to go work on a set like this. It's just fun.
We see you in the Tick costume in Ted 2. Did you also get into that costume for Joe Dirt 2, or does the costume not travel that much?
No, and it wasn't the authentic costume. It was just some good Comic-Con fun we had there. And Joe Dirt 2, I get to play 2 different characters. I play the head of the biker gang. I was sort of, Joe Dirt's nemesis, and then I also play as Guardian Angel. So that was fun.
There you go, the angel and the devil on both sides of the shoulder. As David Putty, you were famously a diehard New Jersey Devils fan.
Yeah.
As yourself, as Patrick the sports fan, would you ever go so far as to put the face paint on before you go to a game?
No, that's not what I do, but and I love the Devils, unless of course they're playing the Los Angeles Kings.
Okay.
The Kings, that was the team I went. I grew up in Huntington Beach, California, so my buddy and his dad down the street, diehard Kings fans. So whenever I went to a game, I would go with them when I was 13 years old. So I would see Marcel Dion and Rogie Vachon play back in the day. So I'm a huge Devils. I love the Devils, but
Did you love them before that character, or have Devils fans kind of adopted you?
Oh no, they adopted me. I adopted them, and that was it. Yeah. Well, the Devils had been a franchise for 40 years before they won the Stanley Cup. 20 years somewhere else, and then 20 years in New Jersey. And that year was the year that they showed that episode of Seinfeld. So they show the episode. Next thing I know, on the Trinitron for that whole year, they're showing me screaming and yelling, "Go Devils!" And they won the Stanley Cup that year. I was invited day 1, opening day for the Stanley Cup champion New Jersey Devils. They said, "What do you want to do? Raise the banner, sing the national anthem, drop the puck?" I go, "Well, I don't sing. How about I drop the puck?" So I went out there and I dropped the puck, and it was fantastic to have that honor and opportunity. And I've been a fan of the Devils ever since. But I'm across the board in sports with everything. I grew up in Huntington Beach going to Angels games when I was a kid. So, watching Nolan Ryan pitch and Rod Crew bat, but I also went to a Red Sox game when I was 13 years old, staying at my cousin's house in Boston, and I saw Yastrzemski hit one over the Green Monster, so I'm also a Boston fan.
That's crazy.
So when Boston plays the Angels, I'm Angels.
Okay.
But when Boston's playing the Yankees, I'm Boston.
You are torn in a lot of different
I am,
directions.
but I'm a New York Giants fan, so I like the Giants.
Okay.
Normally I tend to be a Patriots hater. But I was rooting for the Patriots in this last Super Bowl because Deflategate really pissed me off. Everybody, in sports always is looking for something of an advantage. What they do with their shoes, this and that.
Yeah, right.
So the footballs are slightly underinflated.
You're echoing the sentiment of a lot of sports fans, not just in New England, but throughout. I think people are a little sick of Deflategate. But before we let you go, are you ready to take the SI Now Fast Five? 5 questions for Patrick Warburton.
Sure.
All right, you're hesitant.
I'm never fast.
Okay, if you could be any sports figure for one day, who would you want to trade places with?
Jordan Spieth.
That's pretty good. That's right on.
I'd be 30 years younger.
You still look great. If you were asked to pose in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, which model would you choose to pose with?
I can't think of her name. There's a brunette, dark. I'm going to get in trouble for this, too. So my wife's blonde. She says, how come your top 5 list then, honey, is all brunettes? I go, well, I'm married to the most beautiful blonde in the world.
There you go.
So, I can't think of, throw some.
Is she recent? Emily Ratajkowski?
Yes.
Yes. Perfect. I got it on the first try. There you go. If you weren't an actor, comedian, everything you do, what else would you want to do? Is there another profession you would want that's totally outside of entertainment?
Professional golfer?
It works, man. It works. What's the craziest fan request you've ever received?
This isn't crazy. People ask me to do their outgoing messages a lot. That's not crazy.
It's okay. I'd want the magic 8 ball, Got a question, ask the 8 ball.
Yes.
Great line. Final question for you in our Fast Five. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I've ever received? Good Lord. I don't know. I'm just going to make it up now. What's the best piece? I don't know. Be original.